Give it a moment to let everybody in from the waiting room. As a reminder, please mute yourself unless you are presenting or testifying. Good afternoon. This is a hearing before the Licensing Board for the City of Boston. Today is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. Today's hearing is being conducted pursuant to certain temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. Before we begin, I will introduce Chairwoman Kathleen Joyce.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Kathleen Joyce. I'm Chair of the Licensing Board, and today I'm joined by Commissioner Liam Curran and Commissioner Kiana Saxon.
Thank you, Chairwoman. I will call each item in the order it appears on the agenda. After I read it into the record, I will ask who is present on behalf of the licensee or the applicant. Please ensure that your audio and video are working. After the brief presentation, the Chairwoman and Commissioners will ask any questions they have, at which time we will open it up to public testimony. We will begin public testimony with elected officials or their representatives. If you wish to testify on a specific matter, please enter that information into the chat, including your name, the item for which you wish to testify, and your affiliation, if any. Calling Tiger Sugar Alston Inc., doing business as Tiger Sugar, located at 181 Harvard Avenue, has applied for a common vitular license to be exercised on the above tea house with food, drink, prep area, and storage. Manager Jan Fong Lu. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Attorney Andrea.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Andrea Cole. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Andrea Cole. I'm the paralegal working for Attorney Coleman Law Office. Today, we will present the applicant, the Tiger Sugar Alston Inc., on the application of the common victualer's license for operating bubble tea store at the location 181 Harvard Avenue in Austin, Massachusetts. The proposed business will only be serving non-alcohol beverage, most like the bubble tea, milk tea, and coffee. No seating, only takeout and delivery service. Our hours of operation will be 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 12 midnight. Just notice there are some error on the post that's 11 to 11, but actually the proposal hour on the application will be from 11 a.m. to 12 midnight, 7 days a week. We are happy to answer if the board, anyone have any questions.
I do. I might be repeating some of the things you shared with us already. Mm-hmm. So this is just for a CV license, no alcohol, correct?
That's correct.
And there are no seats, it's just mostly takeout?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and you want from 11 a.m. to midnight, Leslie, if that is not on the agenda?
Yeah, but when I look at the application one more time, it's showing on the application from 11 to 12 midnight. And when we propose our business to the neighborhood association, we have proposed the same hour.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll follow up separately on the closing hour.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I don't have any more questions. Commissioners?
None.
No. Seeing no questions, are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. Let go on record in support of this proposal. The applicant met with the Alston Civic Association, which is the neighborhood group in that area, and received full support. We think it's going to be a great addition to a very active business district. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other elected officials or representatives from elected officials who wish to testify regarding this matter?
Yes. Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Karen Foley, Councilor Asabi George's office, would like to go on record in support of this project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Calling Tiger Sugar Boston Inc., doing business as Tiger Sugar, located at 14 Tyler Street, has applied for a common vitular license to be exercised on the above tea house with food prep area and storage. Manager Jan Fong Lu. Hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Ms. Kaur?
Yes, hi, hi, good afternoon, everyone, one more time. Actually, the Tiger Sugar planning to open 2 locations at the same time, similar time. The Austin one will be open earlier, and the other second location they are going to open will be on the Chinatown, Boston, at 14 Tyler Street. Similar as the first proposal, their proposed business just for serving the non-alcohol, no alcoholic license, just a CB license for serving bubble tea, milk tea, and coffee, no seating. The hour will be a little bit different from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. for this location. And again, we are happy to answer if the board have any questions to it.
Ms. Kaur, will that be 7 days a week as well at this location?
That's correct.
Okay. I have no other questions. Commissioners?
No questions.
No, thank you.
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, and members of the board. Lisa High with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. We held an abutters meeting on January 12th. They met with the Chinatown Neighborhood Council as well as the Chinatown Residents Association. The Mayor's Office would like to go on record to support, but would ask and emphasize that it is extremely important to the neighborhood that businesses keep the storefront clean of trash, especially bubble tea cups. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other elected officials or representatives of elected officials who wish to testify?
Good afternoon, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Councilor Flynn's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
There's someone with a raised hand. I don't know if that person's going to testify.
The raised hand is with the last 4 digits of their phone number, 0842.
Yes, hi, that's me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Please state your name for the record.
Hi. My name is Arturo Gossage. I'm a resident at 7 Hudson Street. This is the other side of the block where they want to open this business. So I'll offer my support to this business as well, but I also want to stress that we are concerned as residents about the trash in the area. And also we ask that the business just be mindful of the quality of life of the residents of the area. And then I'll once again support this business. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Calling SB Partners 3 LLC, doing business as Home 2 Suites by Hilton Boston South Bay, located at 15 Jan Karski Way, has applied for an in-holder no liquor license to be exercised on the above 130 rooms extended stay hotel with a fitness center, business center, and complimentary continental breakfast. Manager Beth Ann Scherer, Attorney Daniel C. Johnson. Is Attorney Johnson present?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, this is Daniel Johnston. I am a lawyer with Sharon Lodgen, and we're here today on behalf of SB Partners 3 LLC. Beth Scherer and Jiten Patel are both on the line, happy to answer any questions. To build off of what Ms. Hawkins mentioned, this Home 2 Suites is part of the Greater South Bay Plaza redevelopment project, which went through an extensive Article 80 review process back in 2016. And this phase of the project received a partial certificate of compliance in 2018. Both of those documents with the BPDA board memo were attached to the application itself. We asked Raul DeVerge, the liaison at the BPDA, to be on the call, but he is actually on vacation this week. But we're happy to answer any questions you may have.
I just want to confirm there's no alcohol in this request?
Correct. This is a no liquor.
Okay. All right, thank you. And the use was discussed during the BPDA process. I don't have any further questions, Commissioner Curran or Commissioner Saxon.
Yeah, thanks.
No questions, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials?
Madam Chair, members of the board, Patrick Fandel, Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. We'd like to go on record in support of this application. As the applicant noted, this went through an extensive community process as part of the Article 80 review process. I know they've been in touch with the local stakeholders, including civic groups and residents. We would just ask them to continue to maintain that communication as they move forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other elected officials or representatives of elected officials? Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling the Lennox Hotel LLC, doing business as Lennox Hotel, located at 61 to 69 Exeter Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Jeffrey G. Saunders to Jerry L. Saunders. Second, has petitioned for a change in officer director. Lastly, has petitioned for a change in ownership interest. Is there anyone present on behalf of the licensee?
Good afternoon, Madam Chairwoman and fellow commissioners. My name is Dan Downey. I'm the president of Saunders Hotel Group, and we're the former owners of that license. It's being transferred, and the person that's currently on the license, ironically, today is the anniversary of his passing 1 year ago today. So Jeff Saunders, which was our president, which was our CEO, and we're transferring to Gary Saunders, which is our chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Donahue. Sorry for your loss. So is that the only change? No operational changes here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon?
I don't, thanks.
You're all set.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, guys. Be safe.
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
Sorry.
Seeing none, the board will take this under advisement. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Calling Patina Boss LLC, doing business as Banners Kitchen and Tap and Hub Hall, featuring Mamosan Ramen by Morimoto, located at 80 to 82 Causeway Street. Holder of a common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers directors. Is there anyone present on behalf of the?
Yes, good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. This is John Aida of McDermott, Quilty and Miller on behalf of the licensee. This is simply it's a change of officer requested, and in reality, it's just a change of title. Mr. Barney had been previously listed on and disclosed on that application. He was previously the Vice President Finance. He's now taking over the position as the Chief Operating Officer. So it's simply a title position change, no operational changes, and he has no financial interest there's no changes to the day-to-day operations.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon?
No questions.
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials or their representatives? Are there any other individuals who wish to testify? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling the Pearl Seafood Grill and Raw Bar, Inc., doing business as The Pearl, located at 26th Avenue. Holder of a South Bay Restricted Common Vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change in stock interest. Attorney Stephen Miller.
Good afternoon again, Madam Chair, members of the board. John Aida for Stephen Miller, McDermott, Quilty and Miller. With me in attendance is one of the owners, Mika Winder, as well as the new proposed stockholder, Jimmy McNeil. This is a change of stock interest. 25% shares of the stock actually were surrendered by an existing stockholder. They went back to the corporation and they're being reissued to Jimmy McNeil. And the consideration for that is sweat equity. Mr. McNeil has been instrumental in the build out of this location. I would say there's no changes in the operation, but this is one of the restricted licenses in South Bay, and they are still unopened at this time, but they do expect anticipate an opening date of April 1st. So this is kind of behind the scenes before they get up and running. Again, simply a change of stock interest. And Ms. Winder and Mr. McNeil are available if the board has any questions.
Okay, thank you all for joining us. I don't have any questions. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon?
No questions.
Seeing no questions, is there anyone who wishes to speak regarding this application? Thank you. The board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling University of Massachusetts Building Authority, doing business as the University of Massachusetts Club located at 1 Beacon Street. Holder of a club all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change of officers, directors, and has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Abby Pingator to David Eichstadt. Is there anyone present on
Yes,
behalf?
hi, this is Dave Eichstadt speaking. Good afternoon. Yeah, we need to do the change of manager, and we also sent in a change of officers for the club.
Any changes to operations?
Sorry? No.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
I just believe we have to ask the manager record questions.
That's right. Sorry about that. Sir, are you a citizen?
Yes,
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
yes,
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
yes, I do.
Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone who wishes to testify regarding this application?
Madam of the Chair, members of the board, Ana Calderon from Councillor Flink's office. The councillor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. The board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all.
Calling items 8 and 9 together. Boston Culinary Group, Inc., doing business as the Orpheum Theater located at 1 Hamilton Place and doing business as Center Plate located at 290 Northern Avenue. Holder of a general on-premise wine and malt beverages license and a CV 7-day malt and wine beverages with liqueurs license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Michael Sheeran to Ryan Cummings.
Good afternoon, Ryan Cummings here. Just changing the manager of record as Michael Sheeran is now retired from our company.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Cummings, just a couple of questions for you for our records. Are you a citizen?
Yes,
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
yes,
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
yes,
And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who wishes to testify regarding this application? Seeing no one, the board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Calling Platinum Restaurants NE Central LLC, doing business as Eddie Merlot's Prime Aged Beef and Seafood located at 505 Congress Street. Holder of a common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from David Lovett to Paul Braun. Attorney Dennis Quilty. Is Attorney Quilty present?
Paul, I am present.
Hi, Mr. Braun.
Hello.
You're going to be the new manager of record?
I am. David Levitt was transferred within the company to a different state.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a few questions for the record.
Okay.
Are you a citizen?
Yes, I am.
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
Yes.
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the rules and regs of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone present who wishes to testify regarding this application? Seeing no one, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling Kazar Rossi LLC, doing business as Frenchie, located at 560 Tremont Street. Holder of a common vitular 7-day wine and malt beverages with liqueurs license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Loic Legaric to Alex Falconer. Is there anyone present on behalf of the licensee?
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Andrew Upton for the licensee. With me is proposed manager of record, Alex Falconer, DBA Ali Falconer on the Zoom. He is a Mass resident. He is a US citizen. He has worked in the kitchen and at the restaurant for almost 6 years. So he has plenty of experience in sale and service and the supervision of the sale and service of alcohol. And we're glad to answer any questions.
Thank you. Mr. Falconer, just one question for our record. Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application? The board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you very much.
Calling Museum of Science, doing business as Boston Museum of Science, located at 1 Science Park. Holder of a common victualler 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Andrew Lombros to Brittany Bazok. Is there anyone present on behalf of the licensee?
Hi, I'm here. Brittany's here.
Hi, thanks for joining us. Ms. Bazok, are you a citizen?
Yes.
Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
Yes,
Do you have experience in the food and beverage industry?
I do.
And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Commissioners, do you have any questions? Okay.
Are there any individuals present who wish to testify regarding this application? Thank you. The board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Calling Pacific Boston Service Corporation, doing business as the Langham Hotel Boston, located at 250 Franklin Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned for a change in officers directors of the corporation. Lastly, has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Victor Calzada to Michelle Domenico Aldo Grosso. Attorney Samuel Zuckernick. Is Attorney Zuckernick present?
Yes, good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the board. My name is Sam Zuckernick. I'm an attorney with the law firm Brown & Rudnick. I'm here on behalf of Pacific Boston Service Corp, doing business as the Langham Hotel in Boston. Joining me today is my colleague, Jake Nozel, also with Brown & Rudnick, and Michele Grosso, the proposed license manager of Pacific Boston Service Corp. We're before the board today to request certain amendments to Pacific Boston Service Corp's in-holders all alcohol license, including a change to the officers and directors of record and a change to the license manager of record. By way of background, Mr. Grosso has over 20 years of hotel management and related experience, including time spent as the general manager of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Chicago, Four Seasons Resort in Punta Mita, and the Four Seasons Hotel in Chicago. In addition to Mr. Grosso's extensive work experience, he satisfies all statutory requirements under Mass General Law, Chapter 138, Section 26, as he has no criminal history, is above the age of 21, and is a U.S. citizen. Additionally, Mr. Grosso is well versed in the rules and regs of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts regarding the sale and service of alcohol. At this point, I'd like to turn it over to the board for any questions you may have for me or Mr. Grosso, and request that the board approves the amendment in front of them. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you covered just about everything. Mr. Grosso, one question. Are you a resident of the Commonwealth?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your attorney covered the other three statutory questions. I appreciate that. I don't have any other questions about this transfer and these amendments. Commissioners, do you?
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
Madam Chair, members of the board, Ana Calderon from Councilor Flynn's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. The board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling Diamond Rock Boston Tenant LLC, doing business as Westin Boston Waterfront, located at 425 Summer Street. Holder of an in-holder all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to change the manager of the licensed business from Michael Jorgensen to Gregory Clark. Lastly, is petitioned for approval of a management agreement between Diamond Rock Boston Tenant LLC and Interstate Management Company LLC. Attorney Adam Barnoski. Is Attorney Barnoski present?
Hi, good afternoon. Madam Chair, members of the board. So this is, my name is Adam Barnoski. I'm with the law firm of Roberto Israel and Weiner, 255 State Street. With me is Gregory Clark, who is the proposed manager of record. This is two applications before you. One is for a change of the licensed manager from Michael Jorgensen to Gregory Clark. Mr. Clark is a United States citizen. He's a resident of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and he is above the age of 21. For 20 years, he served as the director of Marriott International, and he's been with Interstate at this location for approximately a year and a half. He will be on site for 50 plus hours a week. He's tip certified, and he works with Interstate Management, which is part of the second component of the application. So this is a traditional management agreement for a hotel. Interstate is a hotel management company. They've been in this business for many years and have been at this location now for about a year. This application was somewhat delayed due to COVID in the past year, but they will have operational control over food and beverage throughout the hotel. And I can answer any questions you may have. And Mr. Clark is available to answer any questions you might have about himself or the operation.
Thank you very much, Attorney. Mr. Clark, just one final question. Are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
Good afternoon, Madam of the Chair, members of the board. Ana Calderon from Councilor Flink's office. The councilor would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. The board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling Irish Village, Inc., doing business as Irish Village, located at 224 to 226 Market Street. Holder of a common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business from rear entrance from alley for stock, 1 room and kitchen first floor, cellar for stock, 2 in 2 rooms, all on first floor, 1,600 square feet with a total of 150 seats, 2 bathrooms, 3 entrances, and 3 exits, basement for storage. Attorney Kurt Blitzer. Attorney Blitzer?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. Attorney Kurt Blitzer from Blitzer & Blitzer, representing the Irish Village. Patrick Lee from the Irish Village is also on a call.
Yes.
We have filed, we actually had a hearing earlier and neglected to send notice to the abutters. We have done that. We sent the green cards in and the white cards that we have received to give notice to the abutters. We are expanding into the storefront next door, which was a bakery at one point, adding 30 seats to the existing floor plan.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us again today. I do recall this at our previous hearing. Commissioner Curran, Commissioner Saxon, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Seeing none, are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
Yes, Madam Chair, members of the board, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services, like on record support of this proposal. As the board recalls, these gentlemen were here before and the Mayor's Office gave its full support. They had worked well with the community. They presented to the Brighton Allston Improvement Association and no concerns were raised. Thank you.
Thank you, Connor. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling Kitty O'Shea's, Inc., doing business as Flan O'Brien's, located at 16 to 19 Tremont Street. Holder of a common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license from the above to MH Liquor LLC, doing business as Flan O'Brien's at the same location. Adam Sarbaugh, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour. Attorney Joseph Hanley. For the record, there is a defect in the legal notice regarding this application. We will work with the applicant and their counsel to renotice this for a subsequent hearing at which you will not need to reappear, so you can proceed with the presentation today.
Great. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board, Attorney Joe Hanley, McDermott, Quilty, and Miller, 28 State Street in Boston. And as was read in the record, Adam Sarbaugh, who is the proposed manager of record and the 100% owner of the entity seeking the transfer, is also on the Zoom hearing here with us. Just to give you really a quick background, this is the long existing Flan O'Brien's bar in Brigham Circle, in the Brigham Circle Business District of Mission Hill. Mr. Sarbaugh is a resident and a business owner in Mission Hill and has acquired the rights, or is acquiring the rights to the property, which is a 3-story building, and the restaurant and liquor license. And so what we are proposing and what we applied for is merely to transfer the liquor license as it exists at this location to Mr. Sarbaugh to be the manager of record, and with no changes to its closing hour or capacity. We have been working with the community on some contemplated changes that includes renovation and expansion to the existing building, as well as for the restaurant space. And we would anticipate to return at that point to this board with any of those actions. Along that line, we are pleased to have received unanimous support from the community organizations, mayor's office, and Councilor Bach.
Thank you, Attorney Hanley. Just for our records, is Mr. Sarba the current manager of record? He's already approved by this board?
So Mr. Sawbar is an approved manager of record at the former Tom English Bar in Columbia, Savin Hill at 959 Dot Ave.
Okay.
So he has been approved by this board.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who wishes to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Madam Chair, members of the board, as the applicant stated, this proposal did receive unanimous support from the community, and the mayor's office would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other elected officials or representatives of elected officials?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. My name is Henry Santana, representing Councilor Bach's office. The councilor would like to go on record of support of this project.
Any other individuals?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board. Karen Foley, City Council Anise Asabi George's office. We would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application?
Yes, Ellen Walker, Executive Director of Mission Hill Main Streets, on behalf of the Mission Hill Main Streets Board of Directors and former Executive Director Richard Rouse, we support the transfer of the license. Adam's been involved in the Mission Hill community for years and is a highly respected local business owner and consistent supporter of community, schools, and religious programs and development that add to the vitality and spirit of the neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other individuals who wish to testify? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement and we will be in touch with Attorney Hanley to resolve the outstanding legal notice issue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling Uno Restaurants LLC, doing business as Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located at 1 Brookline Avenue. Holder of a common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license has petitioned to transfer the license and location from the above to Rockwood Music Hall Boston LLC, doing business as Rockwood Music Hall, 88 Van Ness Street. This is a music venue that has both a ground floor and mezzanine floor with both seating and standing options available. The seated option has a total occupancy of 95 persons with 43 total seats. The standing option has a total occupancy of 120 persons with 27 total seats. The venue has a total square footage of 1,847 square feet, closing hour of 2 a.m. Andrew Kaplan, manager. Secondly, is petition to change the license type from common vitular 7-day all alcoholic beverages license to general on-premise all alcoholic beverages license. Lastly, is petition to pledge the license to Boylston West LLC. Attorney Joseph Hanley. Attorney Hanley.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Again, good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board, Attorney Joe Hanley, McDermott, Quilty and Miller, 28 State Street in Boston. I am representing Rockwood Music Hall Boston LLC, which is the transferee and the proposed operator. With me is Ken Rockwood. Ken is the owner, and his manager of record for this license, Mr. Andrew Kaplan. Madam Chair, in addition to the application and the floor plans, which the secretary had also read in some of the details on, we had provided some presentation material for your record and review as to the proposal, its location, and also the experience of Mr. Rockwood as an operator. So I'll just give you a quick overview and then explain why we comply with the statute. Mr. Rockwood is a bit of a legend and a very positive force in music and performing arts. About 15 years ago, he started Rockwood Music Hall, which is a boutique, small scale, really high quality and well-regarded music venue on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. He is a musician by trade and has spent most of his career working with young talent, upstarts, and folks that have gone on to make it big, continue to come back and visit him. So this concept that he's seeking, this is to open his second location and to bring the Rockwood experience to the city of Boston, which we're pretty excited about. The location is inside of a relatively new commercial building on the corner of Van Ness and Kilmarnock streets at the interior of the Fenway. And I mention that because that relates to the compliance with the statute on no impacts in the community. It is in the commercial core, if you will. This is the building that Target is above and across the back of Van Ness. So there are no residences in the immediate area. What he's proposing to open is a very small scale, intimate music venue, and it would have alcohol. And then we were able to find a liquor license in the Fenway community, which is the existing Uno's Pizzeria, which is actually a bigger facility. And so it's that we were seeking to transfer in and allow Mr. Rockwood to operate under. With respect to the public need, you're going to hear from folks in the surrounding community who we had very good public outreach with. And I would suggest that the need was being met for this liquor license in the same neighborhood, and it's actually being transferred to a smaller facility that is more consistent with the ethos of the Fenway as a music and performing arts area. Secondly, with respect to the public good and any impacts, we spent a significant amount of time working with the community and getting their support, talking about soundproofing and how we manage lines and the like. And in your packet, you have a pretty extraordinary soundproofing design and operations memo that Ken is very experienced with and working in New York. And as a result, we earned the support of the Fenway Civic Association, the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services, and District City Councilor Bach. The final thing I will say, Madam Chair, is speaking on behalf of Ken, we are really excited to add something that has been missing in the Fenway, but that there is a huge culture for, with the Boston Arts Academy next door to us. There are a lot of larger venues. There is nothing like this. And apart from just the commercial exercise here, it's very much a communal exercise. And so Mr. Rockwood is here to answer any questions. Mr. Kaplan works for Mr. Rockwood, is a Mass resident, a US citizen, and has experience in the food and beverage industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kaplan, just to round out the 4 questions, are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, and the laws of the Commonwealth as they pertain to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. And my thank you, Attorney Hanley, for describing the public need. I have one question for Mr. Rockwood. What is the timeline of your opening?
Well, currently it appears that the build out's going to be 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
We haven't started that yet. So end of year or towards the end of year.
Okay.
And it also depends on the COVID situation.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any further questions. Commissioners?
No questions, thanks.
None from me, thank you.
Thank you. Are there any individuals who wish to testify regarding this application, beginning with elected officials or representatives of elected officials?
Madam Chair, members of the board, Shanice Pimentel from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. As the applicant stated, this proposal was fully supported by the community. The Fenway Civic Association did submit a letter of support. We have no further questions or concerns and would like to go on record in support. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other elected officials or representatives of elected officials?
Madam Chair, members of the board, Henry Santana here representing City Councilor Kenzie Bach. The councilor would like to go on the record supporting this project. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other individuals who wish to testify?
Yes, Madam Secretary, this is Sean Curran. I'd like to speak in support if possible.
Go ahead.
Madam Chair and members of the board, my name is Sean Curran. I serve as the Secretary of the Board for the Boston Arts Academy Foundation. The Boston Arts Academy is in the midst of constructing our state-of-the-art facility on Ipswich Street in the Fenway, and we look forward to returning to our home in 2022. When we do return, our students will be in the midst of a changing landscape of arts and entertainment venues that have sprung up in the Fenway while we have been in our temporary location in Dorchester. In fact, the center of gravity for entertainment in Boston will have shifted to the Fenway from other parts of the city, and we can think of no better set of circumstances for our students. Rockwood Music Hall and the concept it embodies will stand as an example to our young music and performing arts students. They will see in their own school community a successful and intimate space that allows for virtuoso performances from some of the greatest artists of our time. We believe that in Boston, talent is equally distributed, but that both opportunity and example are often not. Rockwood Music Hall is both opportunity and example for our young people, and we hope that the board will support this petition.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other individuals who wish to testify regarding this application? Seeing none, the board will take this matter under advisement.
Thank you.
Those are all of the items before the board today. Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Thank you.
Thanks.